I'm John Morrison, and 4 out of 5 dentists wish that they could be me.
What about the 5th one?
There's no accounting for taste.
And I'm the guy your daddy tried to bribe to take you out. The Miz, welcome to the Dirt Sheet, live on ECW. Since this is the 3rd week of the Champions Challenge, we were going to recap things.
Our large friend Big Show is dominating so far, like we all knew he would. Miz and I will take partial credit since his Q rating has climbed 55% since he started hanging out with us. Since it's painfully obvious, Big Show is the better man.
Not to mention, he has much cooler friends.
True. For tonight's Champions Challenge, he decided to handicap himself. In his match tonight, one of his Champion of Champions opponents will choose whether Big Show cannot run, cannot reverse attacks, cannot attack a downed opponent, or cannot use his finisher.
To make things fair, both Cena and Triple H will have one of these same handicaps imposed on them. But it's not like they're gonna win anyway.
So sit back, put your arm around your imaginary girlfriend, and watch our gigantic amigo, Big Show, dominate yet again.
Be jealous.
Well, Cena made a smart choice, but about the only way you're going to slow down Big Show is with a cement truck.
Big Show has set the precedent, and now we'll see how John Cena does. Triple H will be selecting his handicap in the match.
These two have been buddy-buddy with each other as of late. I hope the game doesn't throw him a softball. I knew Triple H was going to give him an easy handicap.
To beat Umaga with so much against you, Cena is one impressive superstar.
Shut your face, old Grisham. This night is ruined for ECW and you're kissing up to John Cena? Have you no pride, man?
Step up, bring it. Following
Triple H, Triple H, Triple H. How many nicknames do you have for yourself? The Game, the Cerebral Assassin, King of Kings. Well, you're no chick magnet. And since you're not going to beat Big Show at WrestleMania, you're no Champion of Champions either. And by the way, since this is ECW, I can do this.
Which couldn't beat John Cena's time, and that means John Cena is tonight's Champions Challenge winner.
Look, I'm far from panicking, and after all, ECW is represented by Big Show. And when it comes down to it, no other WWE superstar can stand up to him.
We're out of time for ECW tonight. The Champions Challenges will continue next week on SmackDown.
We're on the eve of WrestleMania. Jim Ross and Taz here, welcoming you to a very important edition of SmackDown.
This is the last night of the Champions Challenge. Right here on SmackDown. This is huge, man. Triple H, Cena, Big Show will have their final competition before they square off at WrestleMania.
Speaking of WrestleMania, the WWE chairman, Mr. McMahon himself, is standing by to explain a little bit more about Champion of Champions.
Thank you, JR. I must say with a sense of pride that the Champions Challenge has been a rousing success. At WrestleMania, things will get even more heated. The 3 competitors will engage in a Champion of Champions Iron Man match. All 3 will be in the ring trying to defeat one another. It might be Falls Count Anywhere, it might be a tables match, or it could be Hell in a Cell. Regardless, at the end of the time period, I will crown the superstar with the most decisions as Champion of Champions. But there's one more challenge tonight, something I call the Beat the Clock Gauntlet Challenge. Each superstar must beat a series of opponents in a shorter time than the other 2 to win this week's point. Good luck to all 3 champions.
Triple the H. You have the misfortune of having Santino Marella as one of your opponents in the beating of the clock's gauntlet tonight. I suggest you get in your Sparks utility vehicle and drive home right now and save your strengths for the Wrestlemania. Otherwise, I'm going to have to embarrass you with my exceptional skill. Nobody control me. Nobody can stop me, nobody can hold me, nobody can control me. I'm coming! 2, I'm here to 3! I'm here to bring it. And it's me, it will never be a secret.
Game beat all 3 superstars and logged a respectable time.
Respectable. I consider it pretty darn impressive. There aren't many people that can beat 3 rough dudes back to back like that.
We'll see if John Cena can do it, and do it better than the Game did next. John Cena should be proud of himself for running the gauntlet like that. Kennedy chose second opponent, going for the mic check early.
Oh, man. And like nothing, Joe takes out a second opponent. Who's next?
Is that Kendrick? Or should I say, was that Kendrick? 1, 2, 3. As if it needs to be said, Big Show is the winner of the Beat the Clock Gauntlet Challenge.
In all my years in the WWE, JR, I have never, ever seen a man run through, straight through, 3 opponents that fast before.
It's a good thing, too, because we're out of time. Don't miss WrestleMania, where Big Show takes this huge psychological advantage into the biggest match in WWE history.